What is up, everybody? Calling all angels. It is time to go over the previous match of Angel City FC versus Chicago Stars. Yeah, it was a little bit delayed here. Was hoping to get the stuff out a little quicker, get a few more bits of content out at different points in the week. Those may still come up over the weekend, but yeah, after the World Cup final, definitely took some time to relax on Monday, and I am in the middle of training myself to do a marathon in a few go rounds. So the early part of the week is a very tiring time for me. Nonetheless, today we will go over the Angel City match, as well as you will see in a later video the recap of all the matches. Very likely those will all be up over the course of Wednesday. Preview will come up on Friday, and I do think I will be able to get some of the other content out on Thursday. So look forward to those. But first, let's talk about Angel City's big 2-0 win against Chicago Stars. Admittedly, not the most impressive of accomplishments. It's still great that they got the win, but I mean, it was Chicago. They're sitting in 15th for a reason. But I mean, you got what's going on here, and you've got, when it comes to Angel City, their moment back in the sun. Their victory not only gives them the third best goal differential in the entire league, one behind Gotham and four behind Washington, it also puts them in the unique position of being back in the top 8. After kind of falling down the order for a while, Angel City has found their way back into 7th place. They are within a single 3-point victory of catching Kansas City Current. In fact, they have a game in hand on Kansas City, so a victory in the additional game would move them into 6th place at the moment. So, yeah, it has been a very nice. It's been very nice to see Angel City get themselves back into the position where they are relevant to the conversation at hand. Technically, if they were to claim the 2 games in hand on Portland, because Portland's already played 16 matches and won both, they could get out of Portland as well. So Angel City has found themselves back in a discussion here where they're within striking distance of the teams at the highest level. And they will be getting some matches to prove themselves in that regard starting in August. Their first opportunity will literally be a trip to Kansas City on August 1st to play the Current in their big rematch. But that's all for the future. We still got to deal with the Racing Louisville match first, which will go up in a separate preview. That'll go up on Saturday. And we still also have to deal with recapping the current one. So, all right, let's actually talk about this thing. For a good bit of time, it'd been a lot of back and forth, jockeying for control. I did feel like Angel City had shown really good effort for most of the early part of the match, but they were just not seizing up on the opportunities. There weren't really any high quality shots, and Chicago was really taking a good defensive effort here, and at some points were actually breaking through and getting a few attempts. This ultimately culminated near the end of the first half, where it looked like Chicago had scored first. And they had to go through quite a extensive replay process, but eventually determined that the Chicago goal had to be disallowed. And that was a big boon for Angel City because ending the half down 1-0 would have likely caused a major alteration of strategy, whereas staying at 0-0 it allowed the calculations to largely stay the same. What also helped them is that Michelle Alozzi, who had been phenomenal defensively, I thought she was an absolute dynamo for Chicago in that match. Picked up a yellow card on a play very late in the half, 6 minutes into injury time, and that kind of limited how impactful she was going to be in the second half. That was extremely important for Angel City, and they were able to pick up on that as they came back for the second half. The big moment that came through was Mayara. She was, well, not her, but there was a foul in the box, and she was assigned to take the penalty kick, and it had taken a good bit to iron this out. She ended up taking it a good 2 minutes after I figured it was going to be taken, but the penalty kick was finally shot. Slipped it right underneath the goalie's arm, and yeah, 56 minutes in, there we go. Angel City finally ahead. And as usual, it is something set up in the first 10 minutes. Those first minutes of the half, that is a major point where teams need to take advantage. I felt like it was extremely important for Angel City to find that goal because knowing their late game issues, having an advantage was very important there. Chicago, for much of that half, was struggling to really gain a foothold. They did have some opportunities where it looked like this was going to turn into a stressful matchup. They did get a yellow card on Aaliyah Farmer, who had been playing a lot more aggressively that half. I thought had done quite a few decent plays up around the top of the box, trying to get something to materialize, and they did. As I said, Angelina Anderson did not get a straight up cakewalk in this one. She actually did have to step up and make some big moves, and when it came down to it, the team in general, Chicago, I have been significantly impressed by in this season, even though they are obviously not a major threat to most teams. They're always in the boat where they're giving themselves, I would say, real chances to be competitive. Like, they managed 48% of possession here. They did get 3 shots on goal where Anderson had to make some big saves. That said, there was never really a point where they were the dominant team. Like, Angel City ends up here with 2 goals, but because of the sheer volume of good opportunities they were getting, they were on pace, based on ESPN's expected goals, to have 3.5. So a lot didn't materialize that should have. Meanwhile, Chicago only had a 0.6 expected goal. So even in most games, 1 goal is really all they were going to get. Anyway, beyond that, looking at the remainder of it, Angel City seemed to get the finishing goal at the 90th minute. However, review was required. VAR strikes the goal down, so the pressure's still on to try to finish. Chicago did try to make some challenges, but it did open up the back line, and Priska Chilufya is able to pop the ball forward to Svines Jansdottir, who just takes the ball herself, fires into the net, 9 minutes into injury time, and now we have a 2-0 victory. The strikers, their ability to finish goals has been drastically improved since the break. And in that, I am extremely grateful because that was getting infuriating for a while. Now, again, other than the San Diego match, it has been lower tier teams, and that is not changing here this Sunday when Angel City will be seeing Racing Louisville, the only team lower in the standings than Chicago. But the positive in all of this The bright side for what's coming up is, assuming they can get that win with Louisville, you're looking at, again, some potentially busy matchups. As I pull up my reference guide here, where some of the teams ahead, Portland Thorns, we were just talking about them, have to match with Gotham. So one of the teams ahead of Angel City is going to drop some points, potentially both of them if they draw. Utah Royals will be going cross country to North Carolina Courage. And the Courage actually just fell out of favor in the standings. They dropped to, I believe at this point they're sitting in 8th behind us. They're going to be looking to kind of redeem themselves after getting dominated by Bay FC. And then one of our main playoff challengers, Denver Summit, will be going to Washington. So either way, a team ahead of us is going to fall or a team behind us is going to fall. And the last big one, San Diego Wave hosting Seattle. Again, Seattle's a potential chaser. San Diego's one of the ones ahead of us. There's certainly a lot of matchups to be paying attention to this week, besides just our own on Sunday, which will cap the week. Other than that, yeah, the squad itself seems to respond very well. I was pleasantly surprised after what had been a very tense situation with seeing an injury last week, that the squad was actually really prepared. And I was looking forward to seeing if the striking would lock in, and they absolutely have. The defensive line still doing well, and we haven't brought it up yet, but Angelina Anderson, this was her 3rd straight shutout. So at this point, Angel City has a clean sheet for the entire month of July, a mark that they could absolutely complete with a team like Louisville, but we'll see how that goes. Louisville did come away with a point in the standings last week, so we'll go into a little more detail on that when we get into the preview. The final thing I'll bring up here, as we've talked for a good bit, you can see it now. I have a new Angel City specific outfit here. That is going to be for all Angel City stuff. I still have the old one. There we are. And that'll be in when I'm watching other Angel City stuff, as well as like non-Angel City matches, as well as if I'm on my gaming channel, which I have not been on in quite some time. It's been definitely a busy last few months, but I will be trying to peek my way back in there at some point, and when it does, I'll still be wearing the standard stuff. However, the Angel City color scheme you'll be seeing here a little more often. It'll be showing up on the channel. And I think that pretty much concludes what we got in terms of recaps of this match with Chicago. For the time being, I'm definitely in firm expectation of another win, but I'll also take the time to enjoy what has happened here. So for all of you, enjoy your football. Enjoy whatever team matches you're watching. Root for who you're going to watch. And go Angels.